Hey everybody, I'm Scott with Starkey Family Fixing Rigging Up. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and make sure you got your notifications turned on. That way you get notified when I put out my next video. Now you may be wondering, why am I laying down on a concrete floor? Well, I'll tell you why. I'm looking at some damage on my Dixie chopper. Let's get into it. So this right here is the belt that actually controls the blades on my mower. Now as you can see, this thing is like really chewed up. Can you see that in there? But I'll show the belt when I get it off here. But I cannot mow the grass now. The drive belt's still good. But basically what happens is the engine is right up above here. It comes down with this shaft, and then that belt there controls the wheels to some hydraulics. It goes to like a hydraulic pump, okay? This belt right here is what controls the blades. So since it's in bad shape and it actually popped off, it's time for it to go. So this is actually my Dixie chopper right here. This right here is the model of it. It's a Dixie chopper, Silver Eagle series. So this is how you access it on the front. It's just a panel that lifts up. And as you can see, right there's my drive belt. So basically what happens is you got one pulley over here, one pulley over here, then you have your main pulley right here. Well, that belt that I just showed you, it goes around this. So we've got to actually take the new belt, run it through here, underneath the mower, and out to the back. But first, we got to get that old one off there. So let me show you how we're going to take this off. The problem is, you see this belt? As you can see, there's no room to actually pull this out through. If you can see that. So this right here, this bar, is a lever that's got the idler pulley on it. Right back here, let me see here. This right here, the thing I'm turning, that is an idler pulley. Now if I push this back like this, then all the pressure right up here is actually relieved. If you can see that. Now watch. See how it moves out of the way? And that is how you actually end up getting the belt on and off. Now, this idler pulley here is spring loaded. So, it's got a little bit of play in it, which is normal. But the easiest thing to do would be to actually unscrew this nut, pull the spring off, and then the pulley will just stay out of the way. Now, you could hold it from the back side and do it without taking this off. Problem is, if you slip, then you're going to mess one of your fingers up pretty bad. So let me go ahead and take this nut off. Now before you do, on your lawnmower, you want to measure out the end of this shaft to the top of the nut. I have about 1.25 inches. Well, that's where you want to put it right back at. Now, yours could be a little bit different than what mine is on the adjustment just because of the belt. But this right here is a good starting point to put it back to. That way, when you get your new belt on, if you need to adjust it any, you know where you're at. Now, this nut is a 9/16. I'm going to use one of my older speed wrenches to actually remove this. Now that I got this towards the very end, let me see how much room we have. Actually, we won't have to take it all the way off. Got plenty of room right there. Let me go ahead and run this out to the end just a little bit more. But all that pressure is relieved. We can fit this belt right through there. And yes, Phoenix the Rooster is happy. I don't know why, but he is. That's him in the background. I'm pulling the belt up underneath. And then, there we go. So let me show you how bad this belt is. Now you can get an idea how rough this is. Yeah, Phoenix, we see you. You see all these little notches right there. But what I will tell you is, this is the factory belt, and my lawnmower is a 2008 model. So considering it is 2023 right now, it was a pretty good belt. So thanks to eBay, I now have a new belt. So this is what I've got. I got an aftermarket one. This right here is the number on it, and that's actually the size that it takes. So I'm gonna stay on this for just a minute, just in case you guys want to order one. So we're gonna put this belt here in the same way that we took the other one out, but keep in mind, this belt's gonna be a little bit tighter. You just gotta keep working with it. And then, after you get it underneath this spring area here, you can move this lever back. And that will release it to where you can get it underneath of these pulleys here. All I'm doing is I'm just taking my ratchet, kind of working it in there. And we got it in. So we have the belt on. Okay, it's around this pulley here. So now what we have to do is, we've got to bring this around to the idler arm, which you should be able to see right there. Let me bring this up underneath so you can see a little bit better. Okay, so this right here, let me grab it here. Here's the belt. So this belt, when you pull this pulley back, you're going to bring it up over top. And you see how the belt, the back of it, not the V groove, but the back of it is on the inside of this pulley here. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the left side of the belt and bring it up over top the idler pulley. Okay? Be sure you can bring it up over top of it. Put it inside there, and what it's going to do is going to go up and down, or side to side actually. So what happens is, as this belt turns around, as the belt stretches, this will take out all the slack, which is really good. Not only that, this is like a shock absorber for the belt. So let's say you're driving around in your yard and you hit a tree branch or something like that. Well, when this belt locks up, this right here will actually take a lot of that jarring out of it. So these are actually a really good thing. So now what we need to do is go up to the front and pull the belt to the pulley on the deck. So you can see how the belt is actually ran on the way back. See how it's on the idler pulley? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take the tension out by pulling on this belt and putting it around the pulley up front here. So let me grab this belt. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put the belt about halfway around the pulley, and then you're just going to slowly turn it. And now it falls in place. So we still have to tighten the belt up, but I wanted to show you what this looks like going back a little bit. now that there's some tension on there. So now that we have everything together, now it's time to take the tension away. So this is all spring loaded here. So what we're going to do is, now that we have some tension on there, grab hold of the belt and just kind of tap it. Let me show you this under here. So you see how the belt is still kind of, you know, loose? Let's tighten it up just a little bit more. And this spring is just compressing it a little bit. It's getting tighter. We're about at 1 inch right now. This right here is about perfect. I actually got to put a little bit of tension on there, but we still have, you know, spring right on here, so the belt can actually move and absorb any impacts. So taking my tape measure and measuring from the end of this thread to the top of the nut, we're at about 1 inch and 1/8. So that is pretty close to where it was before, and I'm happy with that, so I am actually going to leave that be. Now, for no reason at all do I want any of you to do this. I am only showing this due to the video. I am a professional. I know what I'm doing. I know the risks. And again, I'm telling you not to do this. But I am just showing you this running just for the sake of the video. I'm Scott with Starkey Family, Fixing Rigging Up. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the next video that I put out. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And remember, do this stuff yourself. Don't take it somewhere and get charged a bundle of money. You all take care and have a great day. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.